Hi Aquarius, and welcome to your spring love forecast. This reading will cover the time frame of March 21st through June 21st, 2020. So let's get right into your reading, Aquarius, and see what is in store for you in regards to love and romance. And that was actually 3 cards that jumped out. So let me grab them. Oh, okay. Here they are. Let's see. Wow. This was, they just like 3, and that's how many we're pulling to start. So we have a soul searching. That starts off spring. That's how you are doing when it comes to in regards to love and romance. You are absolutely doing some soul searching. And why is that? Because look at this. Love yourself, Aquarius. And then lastly, you deserve better. Okay, Aquarius. Now I'm just going to say right out the gates, this reading is going to be for Aquariuses who have really been struggling to get over somebody, who are involved with somebody who's really back and forth, or who are in a relationship that is very toxic or abusive or belittling or demeaning, dishonoring of you, okay? That's the type of reading that's coming through for these Aquarius. Spirit wants to give you some guidance to help heal you, restore your self-worth, your value, your self-esteem, lift your eyes to the light. It's like you've forgotten who you are, how special, how sacred. Whoever you've been dealing with, romantically, whether they're presently in your life or this is just somebody you're really struggling to get over, they hurt you deep down inside, and Spirit wants to address that and bring that to your attention. And that's what this soul searching is about as we enter spring. So Aquarius, I do apologize. I always want every reading to be all lovey-dovey and beautiful, but this here is talking about Aquariuses who are really hurting, who are really in the struggle about a relationship, and what to do about it. Is this where I belong? Can this ever change? Will this person ever honor me and value me, respect me, and treat me the way that I truly deserve? Because these jumped out, Aquarius. Soul searching, love yourself, you deserve better. That's a message all on its own right there. Whoever you're dealing with, you deserve so much better than that. And it could be that you've been involved with them for so long that you've truly lost sight of how valuable you are, how much of a catch you really are, okay? Because I can speak from personal experience being with somebody. He would never tell me I was beautiful or anything like that. And he would say, well, I don't give compliments to pretty girls. And this is my man. And he's like, you need to be more secure in yourself, which he's absolutely right. Like, I've got to feel beautiful on my own. But how do I know if my man thinks I'm beautiful unless he's telling me I'm beautiful in his eyes, right? And so over time, that really chafed away at my self-esteem. And it always made me feel like I was asking for too much when I just wanted normal things. And so when you've been in that for too long, Aquarius, you lose sight of your worth and what you deserve. And some of you could really be dealing with a narcissist, somebody who's very self-absorbed, always flips the script back on you, gaslights you, ghosts you, always pushes it back on you, very little compassion towards your emotions, your thoughts, what you're feeling, what you're going through. Okay, so if all of that's ringing true for you, Aquarius, even if you really, really love this person, this message is for you. And Spirit's saying it's time to search your soul, to love yourself again, so that you can see that you deserve so much better than what this person does to you and put you through. So let's pull more cards and go deeper. All right, let's see. Look at what's on the bottom there, Aquarius. Incredible heartbreak. Okay, so we have insecurity and jealousy, emotional baggage, loyalty, independence, boundaries, and angel guide. All right, Aquarius, I also would just like to tell you, like these cards are falling so in alignment with the primary message that we got in these first three cards. And you know, your reading is quite unique compared to the others, and I only have three after you. Like, just go watch a random sign and you'll see how different this storyline is coming through your reading. Because Spirit, your spiritual team, angels, are trying to come in and help you heal and break you free from this connection, Aquarius, because it is toxic to you. It's not a loyal connection, all right? It's not a loyal connection. We have insecurity and jealousy, emotional baggage, and then sitting next to loyalty. This insecurity and jealousy, emotional baggage comes out under soul searching. And this is what you've got to realize is the damage that this person is causing inside of you, the emotional baggage that they're creating inside of you, the insecurity and jealousy issues they're creating inside of you that did not exist before this connection. And you've got to recognize that. And you know, in my relationship, that was one thing I would always say to him is, I have never had these issues with anybody that I have with you. Nobody's ever accused me of what you accuse me of, like, or said the things to me that you say, you know. And I see that here, Aquarius, where it's this person and their behavior has really caused some wounds inside of you, in your heart, and it's made you question a lot of things about yourself, because when you really, really care about somebody, you care what they think, you care what they feel. And if they're telling you that you are a bad person, or you're too emotional, you're too this, you're too needy, you want too much, all of these things, and you've never been accused of that before, it makes you think, well, are they right? Like, well, I really love them and I trust them, so of course this is their truth. And you know, like, I want to not be those things. I want to, you know, be a good partner to them. And that's just like emotional and mental manipulation, a way of breaking you down to keep you under control, you know. And this person, it's like what's good for them is good for them when it's good for them. And here with loyalty and independence, they may say their lack of engagement or their lack of emotions or affection is because they're just a very independent person, or they could give you a story about how they went through drama and trauma in their past, and you know, trying to reel you in emotionally to feel bad for them. And it's all a bunch of crap, Aquarius, because who they are, it's time for you to remember to love yourself more than you love them, because we move into boundaries and angel guide with you deserve better. That's your angel saying it's time to say no more, because you deserve better. And they will help you. They will come in. They will protect you. They will shield you. They will help you filter and work through all of your emotions and heal the damage done by this connection, by this person. All right, let's pull some more cards. On one side, we have intimacy, discovering every part of each other. And next we have continual replay, same outcome as before, don't bother. So yeah, look at that. It's like being reeled in with sweetness and kindness, and then, oh, I got what I want, so I'm going to go back to being mean and a jerk. Same outcome as before. And now we have happiness, feeling content and aligned. And hearts reunite, falling in love again. All right, Aquarius. This tells me this person, if they've recently like left you, pushed you away, went to go be with somebody else, they're gonna come back in. Like this person, until you really like cut it off for good and stand your ground, they are always, always, always gonna come back to you. And you know, when somebody always comes back to you and, oh, I missed you, I've been thinking about you. And, you know, when you really love somebody, it's almost like you can't even push that away, right? You're like, well, I love you, and you want to believe this one time, like they're finally there, they finally understand, they're finally ready to commit, they're finally ready to change, like they're finally ready to be a good person and be invested in the relationship. And Aquarius, Spirit's like, no, it will play out the same way as before. It will come in soft and sweet, we'll be happy, hearts reunite, but then the same thing is going to repeat right here. This is just a general reading. So, even if this is really resonating for you and you're like, nope, I will give this person a chance every single time, you've got to do what you feel is best for you, okay? But I'm going to read the cards as the way they're speaking to me. And what I'm seeing is, it is time to just separate yourself from this person and work on healing yourself and loving yourself. And the more you're in that space, the more revelation you're going to start to have about that person and the connection that you guys share. Because, ask yourself, do you ignore people that you really care about? Somebody that you're in love with, are you going to just ignore their text just because? No, there's always a purpose behind that. We make time for what we truly want to make time for, what matters most to us. And that is the truth of every single person, regardless of what they say. And that's hard, it's hard to swallow that, but that is the truth. We make time for what is important to us. All right, we have mirroring each other, self-image, relationships reflect our wounds. Yeah, the wounds that are now created inside of you, this insecurity and jealousy, like this person is always going to reflect that back, because it's like, I can't say they're the cause of it. There's obviously things that existed inside of you, but they are what really allowed it to grow and blossom and turn into much bigger fears and insecurities than it ever would have been otherwise. And so that will always be projected to you, and that's for you to make a different choice inside yourself and choose love and choose you over them, even if that makes you sad. Like I really love and care for you. You've got to love and care for you just as much. Look at that. Under the emotional baggage, stabbed in the back, heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. Under loyalty, we have paradise, independence. We have Cupid's arrow, always coming back together. We have cassette under boundaries, and we have coffee cup. See? Oh, Aquarius, I can understand why this is such a challenge for you. It's like, as soon as you truly start pulling away, this person, starts, giving more energy and effort to you, to the connection, etc. But it's like they will always pull back. Like the same thing is always going to repeat. And I really feel what has to happen here for you, Aquarius, to break free from this is, next time you guys fight, break up, go your own ways, whatever it is that happens here, when they try to come back around, you've got to be strong enough to be like, no, we need to have at least 30 days of no contact. I've really got to work through and filter through a lot of my emotions and, this relationship and where it's headed and all of those things. Like, try that, 30 days with absolutely no contact. You'll be very surprised at how you feel after the end of that 30 days and all the different revelations Spirit will show you, because you have an angel guide trying to help you with this right now, Aquarius. All right, let's pull you some more cards. The Grim Reaper, the relationship is over, no second chances, grow and transform your life. That right there, Aquarius, is your message from Spirit. Like, you've got to make a different decision, because this person is always going to come back. They are never going to take accountability or responsibility for themselves, their actions. They're always going to put it back on you. And if they're always going to put it back on you, then you've got to change the way you respond and react to this person in order for anything about this relationship to truly change. And look at under emotional baggage, stabbed in the back, we have seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third party interference. So this is not a good energy coming out with the emotional baggage and the stabbed in the back. It's there's more of a like sexual pull for this person, but also I don't feel like you're the only one. I mean, we have loyalty there, that you're the only one that they see, you know, with this card coming out. Well, now we have talking, and that's, look at under paradise, talking, let me come in, let me say all the right things, let me get back close to you, let me have you put your guard down, and then boom, separation. And okay, so you've got Cupid's arrow twice, and this says, have faith, love is coming, surprise, invitation, or meeting, hesitation. And in this particular reading, this Cupid's arrow coming through twice that's this like repeating loop that you seem to go through with this particular person. And now we have sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. This person is like, they want what they can't have. They're very ego driven. I really feel a strong narcissist type of energy coming from this person, Aquarius, and you deserve so much better. They're always going to come back. They are always going to come back to you, okay? Unless like something major happens in their life where they, you know, get pregnant or get somebody pregnant, just depending on their gender, you know, or they get in trouble, or just whatever happens in their life, like it has to be major, or they're always going to circle back around to you. And you have to make a drastically different decision on how you handle this person in this situation, and maybe let go of that like romantic hope that you guys will get it right one day, because you've had like, you know, this long history. Sometimes these toxic relationships can go on for like a decade or longer, Aquarius. It's like the pattern has been established in this relationship. The person who's taking advantage, who comes and goes as they please, who is just so selfish and egotistical, they're always going to be that way because they've been able to get away with it this long, okay? And they use your emotional connection to take advantage of you and to manipulate you to continue, you know, to receive what they want to receive from you. And now I know if you really love somebody, it's hard to hear this stuff, and you might be like, screw you, you don't know what you're talking about. That's totally fine. I was in your shoes once, and I lost pretty much every friend I had because they were like, yeah, this dude is no good for you. And I ended up being with him for 10 years of my life, okay? I pushed everybody away that said the things that I didn't want to hear. It was the truth, but it was more than I could take. And you just need to be honest with yourself, you know, is the truth more than you can take about this person? Because you have an angel, Aquarius, really trying to help you see the truth, rise above this, help heal you, because you deserve so much more than this person will ever give you. They are too selfish, and you can't take it personally. It's who they are. You are not the only person that they have done this to. And even if they love you back, they will still hurt you and harm you. It's like they don't know better. That's just how they're made. And they don't have any interest in changing. Usually people like that are very charismatic, you know, very popular. It's easy for people to connect to them. And, you know, anybody who really knows them, they know a whole different side to this person that nobody else would believe, because are you kidding me? That person's not this way or that way, you know? So Aquarius, it's time for you to really put yourself first and ask Spirit what it is that Spirit sees when Spirit looks down upon you, and the truth of this person and the truth of this connection and what it's meant to teach you, and you know how to break free of it long enough to catch your breath, just for you to see the truth and see how much it tears you down and beats you down mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. All right, let's pull some tarot. Knight of Pentacles. Could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Knight of Swords, there's your energy. The Moon. Eight of Wands. King of Pentacles. And Eight of Pentacles. Okay, Aquarius. I definitely feel many of you, there is a strong earth sign attached to this reading. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, just because we have the earth energy out there twice. Could be a Pisces, could be a fellow air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, so what I see with this is you are going with this relationship, this connection at a soul level, the life lessons that you will gain. It's like you go from being the knight into the king, and you're very wise and very learned. Like all that this relationship has taken from you, Aquarius, it will return to you and manifest in very different ways, very abundant ways in the future. Okay, and all of that begins once you have learned all you are meant to learn from this connection. And everything is, you know, a very natural process. Some of you will be able to release this relationship faster than others. Again, you guys are all on different paths, but you know, with the Moon coming out, part of what you're learning from this relationship is intuitively you always know the truth with this person, but you turn away from it because it's not in alignment with what you're hoping is the truth. And also there's been times where you've tried to say, hey, I feel this, or da 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 da, and they're like, oh, you're crazy, you're stupid, you're just trying to start a fight, you're jumping at shadows, all of those things. And in that space, you've started pulling away from your intuition for, you know, a couple different reasons. And part of this lesson here is for you to trust you more than anybody or anything else. In Aquarius, sometimes you can feel something and you might not be able to put your finger on it, okay? That in that space, we tend to start over analyzing and grasping at straws. When you feel something but you can't put your finger on it, don't overanalyze it. Don't start, you know, what could it be, you know, just thinking of all these different scenarios. Recognize that you feel something. Ask your angel to help you define it better, because you do have an angel working very strongly with you at this time, trying to help you heal and see the truth and reach for more for yourself, because oh my gosh, you deserve so much more than this, what this person puts you through and does to you. And again, don't take it personally. Like, I just don't think they have enough self-awareness or even self-love to understand how to give to somebody else. It doesn't, you know, just because somebody lacks self-love doesn't mean they're not selfish, egotistical, me, okay? Because if they truly had love for self, they would understand the sacredness and the divinity of each and every human being, and there would be no desire to take advantage and manipulate for personal gain. That's being spiritually enlightened. And they're just not there. They're not even close to being there. And I feel they're always going to come back, Aquarius. They're always going to come back to you every single time until you do something differently and change your mind about them, because they are bonded to you, but they are a toxic person, and I don't feel they will ever seek the help they need to emotionally mature and take accountability and responsibility for who they are and their actions and their behavior. I don't feel like they're capable. And that's why Spirit's trying to pull you out of this connection, you know, bring you into your lessons, the wisdom you're meant to gain, and then, you know, set you free. So, whew, that was a deep reading, Aquarius. I truly hope that this helped somebody out there. This is not what I was expecting when I thought of doing love or spring love readings, but this is what Spirit wanted to talk about. So, you know, I'm just going to be authentic, and I hope that this has helped somebody. So I am wishing you all the very best, Aquarius. Take care.